Alright, let's start this off really quick. Few things. One, hit like, share, follow, subscribe, all the thingies, right? Hit all the thingies. My camera's blurry and I have no idea what. You know, I might have called it earlier because I knocked over, like, I was reaching by my monitor to grab something. Like, rag, so that probably it doesn't need to be perfect for tonight because it's a quick and dirty stream. I'm going to be playing for an hour. Please hit like, follow, share, subscribe, all the buttons wherever you're at. Sorry about that. And we'll start. I've shot my first mountain. Well, let's give you some updates on the mountain biking stuff. So I shot my first mountain biking video. It's going to be short. It's like, it's not that short, but it's going to be like 25 minutes, a little bit less than a half an hour. It was me just doing the trail part slowly of the route that I usually take home. It's just a trail part, though. You guys want to see the whole thing? Tell me in the comments of that video. But I had an idea. I was talking to Dustin last night. I had the idea a while ago, but I was talking to Dustin last night talking about this stuff. And I think my best idea is to shoot the whole thing, put the extended cut, like unfiltered cut on my mountain bike channel, and just put clips of that video, like of trail, on this channel. If you're on YouTube or Rumble. Twitch, you will get Twitch D Live, and Kick, you will only get the short ones. BitChute, you will get the long ones. You will get long ones. But that was like shot specifically the way I shot it today. One, because I wanted to listen to how I sounded on the bike. I didn't want to be like breathing too heavy and all that. I did okay. But I was going slow because I wasn't wearing exactly the right clothing. Like, I had boots on, so just that by itself sucks. Mountain biking with boots suck. It's great when it's snowing and it's wintertime and all that, but once it gets hot, it just kind of sucks. So I gotta start taking other shoes at least to work. And tomorrow I'll probably take shorts because it's supposed to be like 70 something. So, you're having a good day there, won't we? What the hell? That was just... It was retarded. But yeah, we got a lot to do. I already edited the video. Well, I didn't really edit it. I just stitched it together because I shot it specifically. So I didn't have to edit it. Just to get something out there. Tomorrow, I will probably do the whole ride. So I won't be posting another clip or another short video. That won't go in here, but I will do the whole ride. Not at my door from work, because obviously I don't want... But, somewhere close by. I'll probably stop by a convenience store, grab a drink. Head on the ride. Plus, it'll be a little bit... No, I might have another clip, because I probably will do the longer ride. What I usually do is, if I take that route home, I'll do what's called the linear trail. Which is just a small fitness... Or, not really that small. I mean, it's small in the sense of, like... It's not super long, but the linear trail is a fitness trail in our neighborhood, and it's asphalt, but I can ride in the dirt and stuff too. I need you, actually. What do you know? But I'll put a clip of that. I'll put up the clip of that, and then also make a long video for my... What my goal is for all of it is pretty simple. One, have my content everywhere. I was gonna shoot a short today while I was riding, but I forgot to. That was also a problem. I'll be releasing that video tomorrow on all channels. I'm gonna release it for at least as long as I can time it. It'll be like at lunchtime, so that's usually when I pick those. As people go to lunch and stuff. I'm only playing for an hour, so I got like 7 minutes in. Give me some time to do some other stuff. Got everything charging again, except for my extended battery, which I'll probably be doing after the stream. Or my extra battery, my battery pack. Say. Then tomorrow I will have to do a lot more stuff. Honestly. Editing wise. So I probably won't fit that. I might though if I leave the stream at 2 hours. That's the hard part, right? Leaving the stream at 2 hours. Cutting today's off at an hour kind of sucks because we get a pretty good run lap. 2 hours. A little bit over, nothing too crazy, but... I'm so glad I meal prep though. Obviously I don't do that every day, but I do it for the days that my son is... I will be mountain biking a lot more, which means if we're doing Saturday mornings, I have to get up stupid early. By stupid early, I mean start streaming by 6 o'clock. So maybe I will. We'll think about it. I just gotta leave it. If that's the case, though, my Friday night streams will only be like hours at max, unless we're celebrating something. By the way, if you're over on Twitch, please hit the follow button. We are, I think, 4 away from 100 followers. If we hit that, that would be great. On YouTube, we're at like 130 subscribers. I'd like to hit more than that. And Twitch, we are... Yeah. Rumble and on D-Live. I don't even know how I have because they were there. And I have 41 followers on Twitch. 400 people to hit 100 on Twitch. Do that. Please. Please. What am I even doing right now? I don't even know. Really fucking honest. Looking for a chain. Here's one. Alright. Play with Cubfu. Gotta get Cubfu evolved. I'll find the Diglets later. Not too worried about it. But yeah, and on BitChute, hit the... Well, I don't even know what button. Subscribe. You know when you forget stuff? I like it. But, yeah, I went slow today just because the boots and my cardio isn't there with the boots and actually going fast. And when I say that, it's not because I'm being a wiener or anything. I literally can't go like a... Dynamic Punch sucks. But yeah. I just gotta get my cardio up. Or wear different... You'll be surprised, like, I'll tell you right now, because of the riding I've been doing in the winter, when I wear any other shoes that aren't boots, it feels completely different. It's like weighted clothing almost. Seeing like Dragon Ball Z, it's not. I mean, I am used to wearing boots all the time, but it's either boots, barefoot, or some kind of skate / or tennis. shoes. Down my ass hand. Poor cup poo. To be honest, streams are gonna get later and later throughout the year, and then they'll come back to being earlier. But it all just depends on what's going on and stuff, so keep that in mind. I'm hoping by the end of this year, I don't have to stream. Because I would like to actually take some time and focus on mountain biking content. Because I'd rather, be honest, I'd rather make that. Didn't knock out Cub Food, and I'm gonna fucking run then anyways. Can't get away for no reason whatsoever. Can't. Even trying to run into that Pokemon. Cub Food, you're really being a pain in the ass. Really? Anyways, the hard part's gonna be coming up here shortly. I mean, I'm cutting out a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be pretty grumpy for a little while. No more food, and except for pretty much dinner. That's it. I need to lose weight, and I need to. So. Pretty much just protein constantly. By the way, eating that much protein is actually really hard. Like, eating your body weight in protein, which you probably should, by the way, is actually difficult. Like, if you look, like, food-wise, it's probably almost impossible. Like, you have to start like blending stuff to actually do, or drinking a lot of whey protein, which is of course not the best idea. I use it for after bike rides and workouts to make my recovery smoother, but like and faster. But other than that, I don't really use it for anything. But if I'm gonna have to start like using that, like, in the best protein, some of the biggest protein pounds, you're gonna have to drink like at least, like, I'm gonna have to drink at least I weigh like two. Right now I'm pretty heavy, so I'm like anywhere between like 220 to 230 right now. So I have to lose a good bit of weight, but 240 grams of protein. I mean, I could do that with five protein shakes, but like, I can't do that with like every day. That's a lot of protein. That's a lot of protein powder, like, honestly. It's expensive as shit too. I mean, it's easier than eating the amount of protein I actually need. Probably cheaper though. I eat a lot of protein already, so like, and eating that much protein all day, I don't know if I can. Let's see, how much is like the average steak? The 10-ounce sirloin will provide about 50 grams of protein. So I could eat still a lot. Sirloin, a ribeye, 42, a Flavion, about 40. I guess the most popular cuts. Be honest, I don't like chicken, and I really don't want to eat pork unless it's bacon. So, or sausage. Sausage is fun too. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be. Oh, I'm gonna start, but I don't ever expect to hit the goal of that. It's a lot of protein, and I'll have to be, and I'll have to lift. There's another thing added on top. If I don't lift, it's just gonna store it. So, you know. Oh, I have to admit, you know, like. Chicken's probably the cheapest way to go, though. Chicken, turkey, beef. Eat a lot of it. Eating a lot is not easy, dude. Like, I'll have to eat like 3 to 4 meals a day. I don't even eat 3 meals a day now. I eat 1 and maybe a snack. My problem is I drink too much sugary stuff. Which I need to quit doing. Honestly, I do need to quit doing that. Real. Deal with that. But no, honestly, like, it's gonna be rough the next week. So probably we've got pretty. Plus side though, I will be mountain biking as much as possible now. So if the weather stays the way it is, because it's getting, it was 60 something today. It was cold yesterday. I don't know why. But it wasn't even really cold until the evening, till like later in the day either. It wasn't even like evening. It was like afternoon, mid afternoon. When it started getting cold. Or it wasn't cold. It was just colder. 40s and stuff. But yesterday I didn't. I had stuff to do, so that's why I didn't ride bike yesterday. Not that I would have recorded because I would have had to wear a hoodie. And I'll tell you right now, the more clothes you wear when you mountain bike, the worse it is. I have to admit. Like, I don't mind wearing jeans. It's not my favorite, but I don't mind it. Like, at all. I don't mind wearing jeans. I don't even mind wearing a hoodie. It's when it gets so cold that, wear thermals or a hoodie and a hoodie, stuff like that. It's fun for snow rides, do not get me wrong. It's great for snow rides. But, you can also just, like, when it snows, I don't know if you notice this, the temperature isn't that cold usually, at least around here it doesn't. Usually, like, in the upper 20s, lower, like, you know, just under 32. You know what I mean? So, for me, it's not exactly thing of pleasure. It's because I sweat so much, just in general. I also need to start doing more actual, like, lifting, because it isn't going to work out if I don't that way. I need to get my core a little bit stronger. my joints a little bit stronger, like ligaments and stuff, just build them up. Muscles that control your joint. But it's good for protecting your joints. That's why. That's not the only reason why, but like, you don't feel as your knees and stuff don't feel as like your joints don't feel as tight. But just dead honest truth, right? Your knees just aren't as tired. You know? And I know it sounds dumb. Trust me. It does sound. But it's the truth. We'll be getting into that. So I'll probably release a video tomorrow around 12-ish. Oh. But yeah, the later it gets dark, the better off I am. I'll be having a lot of fun. More and more it gets dark. Or later it gets dark. Or it gets longer the days are. Right, Cub Food. You're getting some levels in against these chickens who fight more often. I don't know how much that does. Double the damage. Here's a problem with that, though, right? You don't know how much you're going to get hurt, and if you faint, it doesn't work. What's up? No, you can lurk. It's fine. Yeah, I spent a long time on the mountain bike today. Not enough, but gotta start. That's for fucking sure. Or running. You're not gonna give me any. Well, you actually. Just the amount of protein you have to eat, like the amount of food you have to eat. Dude, I'm not even trying to gain. I'm gonna lose. But it is a fun thing. My arms. Working them. What happens when you focus on just mountain biking stuff? You don't work out your whole body. You work out things like mostly your joints. To be honest, like obviously professionals do it different. They're do it for a living, but and they have time to do that stuff. Where I'm not doing it for a living, hobby. It'd be nice to do it for a living. I definitely have decided that this year is going to be the year of working out, building my legs and ankles, even though my ankles are fucked. My legs, my ankles, probably my hips. I should probably work on those too really hard because, oh shit, I'm fucked. These all hurt pretty good. If we can get into it. Oh wait, I do have an ether. Work break. It's gonna take me a while, though. A while. It would help if I stopped smoking. Why would I do such a thing? Because I don't really drink. I had a drink last night. I would have had probably like 3 if I had the alcohol, but I only had 1 left of whiskey. I don't really drink all that often. Birthday, St. Patrick's Day. Maybe like a beer or 2 on 4th of July. Just stop drinking sugary drinks. Gotta just focus more on drinking water. I'm gonna just stay in that cave until I see again. That was like a chancy. Feels like perfect. I'll go woof woof. Yeah, the mountain biking's really good. If it stays not too dry, if it doesn't get too dry this year, that's, oh, come on, you serious? No, the game froze. The game froze. Of course it did. Why? Who the fuck knows? I was like, why is the fan still good? Didn't turn off, that's why. Anyways. Hear it. It wasn't loud, it was. Alright, cool. Well, that was a waste of whatever the fuck I just did. I hadn't saved it all. That's okay though. But yeah, this winter has been rough on me for anything of. I was just lazy. I fucked myself up on that one. It was me. Once daylight rebalances to where the sun's up and out around 6:30, I'll be riding into work too. But for right now, I'm just riding home. So that'll help a lot with weight. That stuff. I'm good with it. Now I gotta save every time I like level up or whatever. Weird thing is, I wasn't even online. Usually the only time that is when I'm online. And soon I do plan on getting a new bike. So that's another thing. I need a dual suspension. I'm gonna beat the shit out of myself if I don't get one. Because one chance to pop up. I also need to run though too. I gotta keep that in mind. Because my cardio is mostly taken up by mountain biking, I do need to run for your legs. Mountain biking's great, just not good for low impact. As far as like, what do you, I mean, how do you learn how to do stuff? You just start fucking doing it. I already know how to run. How do you get better at it? You keep doing it. So keep doing it and working at your best at it. So. Plus it'll help with the leg strength and all that stuff, so of import. I gained a lot of weight. I mean, I was at like 215 earlier. What was it, November? Last November. And I'm up around, fluctuates between 220, 30 at this point. Somewhere in between there. Much water I drank. Definitely. Much weight this. And I'm hating myself for it, but it is what it is. I can do it now. There's a cat. Get the hell out of here. I mean, honestly, right now, the only thing that holds me back on anything is just time. I feel like I never have free time. Between this, work, everything the fuck else I do outside of, not even including living. Like, you know, cleaning, cooking, stuff like that. Not even that. I work with my dad sometimes. Actually, a good bit. It's been a good bit for a long time. I'm always doing other work too. Money is money. The way I see it, it's the way I always see it. Unfortunately, money is very important in the world. Living in the world, so. I will be streaming though. I will continue to stream every night. That's like I am like dead. And by dead I don't mean like actually dead. I mean like sick or something like that. I have to be pretty sick. I have to be like going to the bathroom every 5 minutes. Or to where, like, I'm just falling asleep standing up. Not standing up, sitting down. Sitting up. Which has happened. And after that, not being. But I usually don't get sick. When I do, it's usually like a stupid hay fever or something stupid as shit. No, it knows double edge. So glad it didn't kill me. I beat him? I think soft boiled. If I remember correctly, Chansey's always a girl. Be wrong though. How don't you like me? What did I ever do to you? Get it like a crit hit or something. Fucking dozing off. I'm probably set up a camp after this. There's another Chansey. Egg. Oh, rather you've done anything but that. Get it, Cubfu. There we go. T-ball moves because dynamic punch suck. Only hits half the time. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think ZA is gonna be good. Honestly, I just don't. They constrain themselves too much in that game. Seems. It's cool that they have that live battle thing, but it definitely shouldn't be part of the main series, I don't think. And they just keep the main series the way it is. From Gen 9 on. And just, live battle stuff. You can keep it in Legends, but they need to not limit the map so much. Because Kalos is very, like the biomes are very diverse, and it's like really annoying that they pretty much got rid of that. I mean, that's my biggest problem with ZA so far. And maybe they'll release DLC, maybe it's a long format game that they're trying to pull out. But if they wanted to do that, they could do that very easily in the stupidest way possible. Take Gen 9, remake. Take the Gen 9 engine, remake Kanto, start it from there. Or it could be the next generation or whatever, and then go backwards or whatever. I prefer starting at Kanto, though, because it makes far more sense. Release Kanto as an MMORPG, make it on PC and the Switch and maybe phones, if phones can run it. Then just make it like your average MMO. Have it Pokemon battles. Same. Just you see more people around. Like right now, they're getting close. I mean, just this game, and not so much Gen 9. This game did it pretty good. Oh, they get to load maps and stuff too. I mean, you kind of do in Scarlet and Violet, but not as. They're gonna have a problem with this battle system, and it's gonna be that it's probably gonna be it's either gonna be a one-hit wonder or B. I'm not too much into Digimon. I don't know enough about it to really care, so I'll take or not. I don't really give a shit. Play against Digimon, it's just I don't really care about it. That's really all it is. But the biggest thing they need to do is rethink their whole spiel. If Legends is gonna be that small continuously, then I don't think it's that game series is not gonna survive. I know Lumia City, they can make a giant cityscape, I get it. But no one plays Pokemon to go into a giant cityscape. I just think they're just... Yeah. But, I mean, it depends on what you call a flop, because if you want my honest opinion, there's plenty of... You mean just sales? Based off of sales? Or do you mean based off of other things? Because the reality is, Pokemon's such like a mainstream brand that no matter what, it's going to sell. You would have to get into game times and stuff like that. It's kind of like COD saying like Call of Duty's going to flop. It's never really going to flop. No matter how bad they make a game. Unless it's just unworkable, like it just doesn't work at all. That would have to be the way it worked for that to happen. Completely honest with like Call of Duty and all that. I know a lot of people have left and stuff like that, but they're picking up new players all the time. It's not. You'd have to be on like play times. How often do people play? Things like that. Because, in my honest opinion, they're kind of lucky that Let's Go didn't flop. Definitely not a main series game, but it's also, they said it was, so whatever. But, that game's just bad. The motion controls are bad. The idea is cool. It's not good. Not executed well. The reality is that Pokemon can make a lot of money very easily by releasing an MMO, even though just on the Switch, the next Switch or whatever, and starting it in Kanto or Gen 10 and then going backwards or going whatever direction they want to go in, and just doing that for 10 years. And you have to buy the DLC or the expansion, whatever you want to call it, which is just a DLC, same thing. They release it, you have to pay $60 for it. Be the way to go, I think, personally. And it doesn't have to be like a hardcore MMO. It's not like I'm saying you don't even really have to change anything in the Pokemon games. Like, you just have to change restrictions in areas, right? So, like, if you went from Kanto to Johto, you just have to restart again. Well, you can't use any of your Pokemon in that region until you beat the gyms, right? Pretty simple. Not complicated. Probably not the easiest to do, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it would be your program or anything. It wouldn't be so complicated to where out of the sights of reality. That or make the leveling system a lot harder than you think it is. I mean, the problem is they don't really release that many games in a row to where they could be bad. Let's see. The Switch. All the games in the 3DS generation were good. I wasn't a fan of 5. That doesn't mean I did it. Like, wasn't the biggest fan of it. The DS generation was good. The Game Boy Advance generation was good. The Game Boy Advance or Game Boy generation was good with a color or whatever. No, I don't want to take down. Gen 9 wasn't... Actually, Gen 9 isn't that bad. It just has a lot of bad ideas in it. Like, terrestrialization, don't like that. Don't like the Paradox Pokemon. Don't like the open world. They kind of... Like, I know as a programmer, you're supposed to program for the platform you're on. But, like, let's be real. The Switch, they underclock the fuck out of that. So, you're never gonna reach decent frame rates the whole time in a big open world game at those speeds. So, it's just reality. You know what I mean? It's the way it is. It's a limiting factor. Next one might be a little bit better. My biggest problem with what they did with the Switch 2 is that they did what they did with the Switch 2. And they should have, I don't know what they should have went with as far as hardware, but probably not another ARM processor. It isn't helping any. Look, I get ARM's not as weak as it used to be, but it still fucking sucks. Be honest about that. Like, it still sucks. I get it if you're just like surfing web and stuff, but if you're playing games, ARM just doesn't cut it. And they did really good. Don't get me wrong, they did really good with Zelda games. They did really good with the Jedi as best as they could, except for some of the dumb ideas they put out there. Ray, how are you? The graphics are fine for. It's kind of what I expected when running on an ARM chip. Like everybody's making a big deal about like the graphics and stuff. I'm like, dude, what did you expect? It's an ARM chip. Like, it's an ARM-based chip. It's not gonna fucking work. Like that's just the way it is. ARM chips suck. They should have made the Switch 2 with like. They should have made a Steam Deck essentially, without the Steam Deck part. You get a Switch, but with a Steam hardware. Probably would have done a little bit better, but I don't know. Maybe I'd have to put them side by side and use it that way, but can't. I mean, you could, sure, emulation and stuff, but the problem with the Switch is ARM. And I get that they're gonna push it, but no offense to NVIDIA, their ARM chips were never really that good. And I don't think this one's going to be much better. I mean, it'll be better than the one that's in here, sure. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not going to be better. It's just not going to be leagues better, I don't think. Could be wrong, though. We'll see. My biggest problem with gaming in general right now is they only give a fuck about the dumbest shit. Like, they really do. Like, I don't... Look. I don't fucking care about ray tracing. Sorry, I don't give a shit about it. It's existed in software forever. I don't give a fuck about it. Okay? I just don't. I get now you're running it in the hardware. Directly off the hardware instead of, you know, using the hardware to process the software for it. But, like, I just don't care about it. I don't, and I'm not going to. Right, I've played on anything from, you know, $5,000 to $10,000 computers, running the newest to the oldest hardware. It just it doesn't change the gameplay. It doesn't changes the look usually to make it worse. I don't like the way it looks. To me, it's just an all-around L when all the game companies focus on the same shit. And this whole thing with AI needs to get the fuck out of here with. I'm over that. I mean, I don't really trust any game company anymore. That's the thing, right? I haven't trusted a game company since I'd say probably 2014. That includes Game Freak. That includes any of my old favorite developers. Ice, whatever, pick one. I don't trust any of them. Because, no offense, there's no, like... As good as the games look, stories suck now. No matter who you are. If I haven't played a good story in I don't even know how long. And I get there's probably some out there. I'm not saying there isn't, but... and another thing. Look, man. Also, another problem with this, and this happened because of Xbox Live Arcade. Indie games. I'm sorry. Indie games aren't good. Like, most of them aren't good. There are a few that are good, but a lot of them just have this one goofy-ass mechanic that could have been an app, and that's it. You know what I mean? Could have been an app on a phone or whatever. And I'm not against indie devs, but it seems like indie devs, the only thing they ever really fucking care about is like that one mechanic or that one thing. I get you have to kind of focus on one thing, but especially when you're an indie dev, but like, I don't know, gaming just hasn't been good since the 2000s in my opinion. God, it's gone up and down since then, but like, it just hasn't been as good as it was. People say it's nostalgia, but I'm like, no, if it was nostalgia, I'd be like, let's go back to the 64. Exactly what I'd be like, let's go back to this window. That's what I would say if it was nostalgia. But, it's just, like, I'm not compelled to play any games at all. Especially one, and they've done nothing but fuck over any large guys past decade and a half. Like, whether it be from poor graphics, and like, everybody was complaining about Dragon Age and some shit in the story or whatever that I don't really give a shit about. But like, did you see the graphics? Like, I'm sorry. I've played Dragon Age Inquisition, played Dragon Age 2, those two. For the time, the graphics were great. Not super amazing or anything. But for the time, the graphics were great. Now it just, they look like, they have that weird Fortnite tone to it. I'm like, I don't want Dragon Age Fortnite. I don't fucking want that. I just hate the way, like, game design has come to, like, now. And the fucking, the shit they're doing with apparently Halo looks horrendous. One of my favorite games of all time, fucking gone. I'm pretty good, Ray. Gaming just sucks now. I mean, it's not hard, completely horrible, don't get me wrong. Like, these games are fine. I haven't had a problem with a real Pokemon game except for the fact that there's no national decks. This is Gen 7, and I'm not gonna do it, so. I was annoyed in Gen 7. Because, like, someone was like, I remember when Gen 8 was coming out, I was like, dude, what are you talking about? I complained about this in Gen 7. I was, like, just bullshitting on, like, online forums and stuff. What the fuck are you talking about? What is in Gen 7? I had to, like, show him a post. You guys are fucking dumb. No, you didn't notice it in Gen 7 because all the Pokemon were available. I noticed there was no national dex and I was annoyed by it. Yeah, I don't trust any gaming company anymore. I would like to. Trust me, I would love to. I would love to. The worst thing that happened recently as far as in the Pokemon area is of gaming is Go. Pokemon company should have bought that and started a new dev company under the Pokemon company as like a subsidiary or whatever, and have them run it. Because Pokemon Go is fucking sucked for a long time. Like, it was good for a bit, and then it sucked for a long time. Launched to whenever they started doing raids and stuff. Then it was good, and now it just sucks because they just nickel and dime you for everything. R8 Legends ZA does not look like I'm gonna. I might enjoy the game enough to play it, but I'm probably not gonna enjoy it the way I enjoyed Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus had a few small problems that they could have just worked on ZA and just made ZA Legends Arceus. Like, just made the same game. Actually, they fucked up on a lot in Legends Arceus. They could have had a different story. Would have been cool to see after the Great Pokemon War. Like, if they did a story like that, like Lumia City, that was kind of like in distraught and like fucked up from the war. Why do you do this to me, dude? You're like the worst running Pokemon. Anyways, they could have chose a better story. They could have chose, at least from what it looks like it's in modern time. It would be today in these games. So Gen 9-ish time frame. I'm not trying to hate on it. I'm just picking it apart because of how good Legends was. It was probably one of the best Pokemon games of all time. Like, honestly. Not even a joke. It seems like they already messed up Legends. So. Could be wrong. Maybe they're doing like a multi-release thing with like DLC and stuff. Who knows? We'll see. But right now, it's just a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? Make a meal for the boys. And then yeah. They ask for berries, it's fine. Trust me, I would love nothing more than to think Pokemon's got the next game in the bag, but I mean, they technically always do. Like, let's be real, Pokemon games, unless they really fuck up like a lot, there's no way they're gonna it's a multi-billion-dollar fucking thing. I don't even know what Pokemon IP is worth, to be honest. And I really don't want to know, to be completely fucking. But the reality is that it's kind of sad that we've had to watch game companies ruin their own games. They've been working for, you know, a decade plus on it, ruined. They just make really bad decisions. Like, what we gotta change with the audience is like, audience isn't really changing. The Keldeo run isn't the issue. The issue is getting all the Pokemon get in this to get the shiny one. It's going alright. Got Cubfu. I gotta catch a couple other things. Poliwhirl is one of them. I was like, I didn't catch that. I must have just transferred it from home. Getting there. I'm more or less just evolving Cubfu so I can continue the story. Get through the story so I can do all the post-game shit and the thing. But I'm about to get the hell up out of here. Well, have fun at work because I'm about to get out of here in like 2 minutes or so. So I might ride around, look for another Chansey. That's about it. I got stuff to get done. You know, normal everyday boo. The fancy. Crazy. No, it's late. I'm sure I'll get enough. I won't. Fine. Like they say, just work your ass off until you can't. Chansey. By Chansey. Not die this time, Cubfu. Oh, yeah, that's right. God doesn't always do. I should have looked for a bear. Get the beep. I think I got another ether. Do you really have to use softball like every time I battle one? Most days. Every day. My goal this year is to go every day this year. It's usually between. I usually start between 8 and 9, but there is days where I'm late. So, like I think yesterday I was late. Thursdays I'm late. I'm usually around 9:30, 10 o'clock. That Thursdays. It just depends. You can stop by anytime after 8 and I'll be on at some point in time. And 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'd say. So I don't know what time zone you're in. So. Any time at that time. Try to have a good day at work. I don't know what you do for a living. Hopefully it's something that isn't too annoying. At least to you. Not that it matters, because you'll probably go to work every day anyways. If you do. Like most people. Yeah. I know. I don't, yeah. Good way to kill time. Have background noise. On a live stream of video games and shit. Talk about dumb stuff. Talk about whatever, too. Well, within reason. Unfortunately, we can't talk about every. Because I'm streaming to multiple platforms. So. We have to do a stream, because I don't think D-Live, I haven't looked at their terms of service in a while, so I'm sure they've changed it. So I gotta see what I can and cannot say on those, on stuff like D-Live. I know BitChute's pretty open, and I know Rumble's pretty open. I don't think they'll do anything to you, per se, but I'm also on YouTube and Twitch and Kick. Pretty sure Kick's pretty open, too, but I gotta read the terms of service and see what other bullshit people said about it. Not necessarily bullshit, but, you know, stuff people have said about, like, what you can and cannot say, because obviously we know there's taboo topics everywhere. Quote-unquote taboo. I don't see them as taboo. I see them as fine topics to talk about. I'm also an adult with a brain. No! Okay. Last chance, and I'm jumping off. Well, I just figured if I'm gonna make content, I'm just gonna do it everywhere I can. I think the only place I'm not going to is Odyssey right now, because the last, like, every time I've tried it recently, it just didn't work for whatever reason. I don't know why. I've been trying to figure it out, but I even emailed them and I haven't got anything from them, so we have to figure that out another day. But yeah, I usually just stream as much as I can to places that I can. Nah, you know, that move isn't too bad. It's good enough. It does hit hard. I also kind of don't want to get rid of anything. I don't want to be a mono-type battler. He's got okay covered. Yeah. Live streaming isn't... If you know... Like, I watch a good bit of, like, YouTube content from a variety of things on YouTube. Like, I watch anything from, you know, obviously news, some politics, because it is news. And then, also, like, you know, stuff that I'm interested in, mountain biking, cars and trucks, random shit, random podcasts, just stuff that I'm interested in. So, I mean, just CNC machining. I've literally watched CNC machines run for no reason. Dumb shit, but, is what it is. No noise, no text. The only context is what's in the description, and it's like, okay. I watch all kinds of random shit. YouTube, Rumble, Kick. I don't really watch too much on Kick or Live or most of it's Rumble and YouTube. Gonna be honest. And then I watch random anime shows that look interesting. It's a continuation of an old anime. But I wish they would dub. I like how they made MF Ghost instead of just dubbing the last season of Initial D. It's the funniest shit to me. Alright. I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for chatting, everyone who chatted. Hit the follow, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll be on tomorrow between 8 and 9 sometime. Probably play for longer than tomorrow because I don't think I'm gonna do tomorrow. Live out and stuff. You know. It is what it is. Peace out. See y'all later.